How does a humble trading post in a 19th century cotton market transform into a multi-billion-dollar global conglomerate? This is the story of the Birla family, an enterprise whose history is woven into the very fabric of modern India. Our story begins in the 1850s, in the vibrant trading communities of Rajasthan. Here, Seth Shiv Narayan Birla laid the foundation, not with factories or machines, but with shrewd cotton trading. He established a business built on trust, foresight, and an unyielding work ethic. This was the seed from which an empire would grow. By the turn of the 20th century, the family's ambition had outgrown the regional markets. They moved their base of operations to Calcutta, the bustling commercial heart of British India. It was a bold, calculated risk. Here, a visionary leader, Ghanshyam Das Birla, or G.D. Birla, took the helm. He saw a future beyond just trading. He saw a future in making. In 1919, he established the first Birla jute mill, directly challenging the established British monopolies. It was a revolutionary act of commercial defiance. But G.D. Birla's vision wasn't just about profit, it was about purpose. He became a key supporter of India's freedom movement, providing crucial financial backing and counsel to its leaders. The family's industrial ambitions became intertwined with the nation's fight for self-reliance. They funded institutions, built temples and schools, and helped lay the economic groundwork for an independent India. When India gained independence in 1947, the Birla Group was perfectly positioned to help build the new nation. They embarked on a massive wave of diversification, venturing into core sectors essential for a country on the rise: cement to build its infrastructure, aluminum to fuel its industries, and textiles to clothe its people. This expansion soon crossed international borders. Under the leadership of Aditya Vikram Birla, the group became one of India's first truly multinational corporations. They established ventures across Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. Today, this global footprint is immense. Its metals business, Hindalco, and its subsidiary Novelis, is a world leader in aluminum rolling and recycling. Its cement flagship, UltraTech, is one of the largest producers on the planet. Its other ventures, from carbon black to viscose staple fiber, hold leading positions in global markets. So, just how big is the Aditya Birla Group today? The numbers are staggering. The group operates in several dozen countries across multiple continents, with annual revenues measuring in the tens of billions of US dollars. It provides livelihoods for a workforce of around 140,000 employees globally. Its vast portfolio spans from the bedrock of industry to the forefront of consumer lifestyle, covering cement, metals, chemicals, and advanced materials, alongside financial services, fashion, and retail. In India, you might finance your home through Aditya Birla Capital or shop for apparel from one of its many fashion brands. Globally, the aluminum in your car or soda can might come from Novelis, and the tires on your vehicle likely contain Birla carbon. Beyond business, the group is focused on a sustainable future, investing heavily in renewable energy, leading the charge in aluminum recycling, and continuing its long-standing tradition of social responsibility through extensive community initiatives in education and healthcare. From a single cotton trader to a global powerhouse, the journey has been one of relentless ambition and strategic evolution. It's a story of milestones becoming momentum, of a family business that helped build a nation and then took its legacy to the world. The Birla Empire, a legacy of industry, innovation, and enduring scale,